Remember when I told you no matter where I go, I'll never leave your side, you will never be alone.
Hi, my name is Amirul. My name is Nyo. My name is Shabir.
My name is Nurul Aswa. My name is Maria.
And we are going to present chapter 2.
Mass Rapid Transit, better known its acronym MRT, displays three-line mass rapid transit system in the Greater Kuala Lumpur conversion in Malaysia. The MRT will not only significantly increase the current inadequate rail network but will also serve to integrate the existing rail network and alleviate the severe traffic congestion. The proposal was announced in June 2010 and was approved by the Government of Malaysia in December 2010. Construction of the first line commenced in July 2011. In 2010, the Prime Minister at the current time is Najib Razak announced during the tabling of the 10 Malaysia Plan that the government was studying the MRT proposal for the Greater Kuala Lumpur. The Public Land Transport Commission (SPAD) will oversee and coordinate the entire MRT development in terms of cost, reliability, alignment, integration, and will play the role of the regulator once the project is complete. Now, MRT is proceed to the new line, which is MRT 2 and 3. Thank you.
Okay, the first competitive service strategy is cost leadership. Cost leadership is a strategy that companies use to achieve competitive advantage by creating a low cost position among its competitor. In other words, it is a company ability to maintain lower price than its competitor by increasing productivity and efficiency. As we know, the MRT has high cost, which is in terms of their maintenance and also their equipment. By this, MRT still provide low cost for their customer in order to attract their customer. For example, they have provide RM25 touch and go for unlimited 3 days journeys. Next is differentiation. Differentiation is also one of the competitive service strategy that has been used by MRT. In differentiation, strategy firm seeks to be unique in industry along some dimensions that are widely valued by buyers. Okay, as we know that MRT is one of the faster railway rather than KTM. So the MRT is unique because people would like to choose MRT rather than KTM because the waiting time for MRT is lower than waiting time for the KTM. Lastly is focus. The focus strategy is built around the idea of servicing a particular target market very well by addressing customer specific needs. As we know, the MRT has focused their target market by buyer group. For example, MRT has provide 3 types of card, which is for student, disabled person, and also senior citizen. By this, the people that are able to buy this in groups, so they can provide few documents for them as evidence. So.
Hi, we are going to talk about how to win the customer in the marketplace. Okay, how MRT win the customer in the marketplace? It depends on the competition and the personal needs. Customers select a service provider using some criteria. There are 9 criteria, and the criteria list consists of availability, convenience, dependability, personalization, price, quality, reputation, safety, and speed. However, this criteria is not intended to be complete. There might be additional criteria depending on how the organisation or company works. The qualifier for MRT service is the convenience and dependability, because the location for the strategy is a convenience for the customer, as it nears the housing area and mall which is concentrated with people. MRT also rarely get complained about their on-time performance, and it really helped them to be taken seriously. For the service winner of MRT, the speed and the quality of the train itself. The frequency of the MRT trains is better than their respective competitors, which is KTM. For MRT frequency for the minimum peak hour during peak hour is 4 minutes, and KTM needed 15 minutes frequency for them to arrive at every station. Another service winner is the quality, which said that the train are fast and also smooth sailing between station, whereas the KTM needed to stop at a certain railway train to avoid congestion. For the service loser of MRT is the price and reputation. The ticket price for both MRT and KTM, the competitors, which is KTM, are almost the same. So basically, there's nothing to be there's no competitive advantage for MRT. And also for the reputation of MRT, there is a issue surrounding the construction the construction of every station. It regards about the political stance between the government and opposition that stains the reputation of the train service provider. Thank you.
So for the topic for triple bottom line, for the definition, triple bottom line was coined to evaluate a firm on social, economic and sustainable and environmental criteria in relation to sustainability. So these three main things is very important in order to achieve the sustainability in Malaysia. So basically, in Malaysia, we are trying to focus more on the sustainability in order to for a better future. So, from the aspect of society, the use of MRT are very important in order to focus to the society. So, basically, the society is very important because they use MRT in order because the MRT are very low cost. Other than that, the safety for the MRT are very important. Especially at the MRT, they provide a lot of CCTV. Safety, and also they can reduce the amount of accident such as road accident. Other than that, also they can reduce the risk of theft case. Other than that, sustainability can be seen from the aspect of transport, environmental. So as we can see, when we use vehicles that use fuel, it contribute a lot to the fuel, a lot to the air pollution, noise pollution and more. So basically, from the use of MRT, we can say that they can reduce the issue on the air pollution, where it reduce the amount of carbon emissions, noise pollution, light pollution and more. Other than that, MRT is considered 3 times more fuel efficient and produce 3 times less carbon than road. So that's for the sustainability of environment. Okay, so the last one is the sustainability on the economy aspect. So from the use of MRT, they contribute a lot for the growth of the country, especially on the gross domestic product growth and also income growth in the future. That's
Alright, so for today, I would like to explain for you the SWOT analysis for the MRT. So for the first is the strength. We found that the MRT have a coverage to all main hotspot in Lembah Kelang. Next, also MRT also have a low fare rate, and MRT also is one of the zero pollution transportation mode. And the last strength that we found is MRT also is able to carry up to 1,200 passengers in a time. For the weakness, we also found that the MRT have not covering until the side urban area in Lembah Kelang. Alright, the example for the side urban area that did not covered by MRT is Kampung Baru and Ampang. And the next weakness that we found in for MRT is lack of entertainment in their train. Basically, we know the MRT did not provide any music or any sound that can relax the passenger while having their train. So, moving for the external, we have the opportunities for the MRT. The first one, we have so many non-government organizations that make so many campaign for them, such as Kereta Api Sarong. And for the government side, they also have so many campaign that have been made, such as Hari Tanpa Kenderaan Kuala Lumpur dan Hari Tanpa Kenderaan Shah Alam by MBSA. And the third one is government subsidies. The government subsidies such as the My 50 and My 100 card. We are moving for the next track for the MRT. The first one is they have only a single supplier, which the power of supply just used by the TNB, Tenaga Nasional Berhad. And the second track that MRT face is they are using the international signaling system, which they need to use the external skills to cover or have their maintenance annually. So that is the SWOT analysis for the MRT. Thank you.
Hi. As for the conclusion, we can find the three generic strategies that have been found, which are cost leadership, differentiation, and focus, are the strategies that had been found to be successful to outperform other competitors. From these three strategies, we can conclude that MRT are really focusing in giving their customer no choice but to choose them as the better train service provider rather than their competition, which is KTM. Okay. By listing several dimensions in winning competitors, in winning customer in the marketplace, we can see that MRT's only weakness are price and reputation. The political scandal that surrounds the construction of MRT also greatly affects the reputation of great service that they offers. Also noted that although the service losers stated about price, MRT also provided package for their senior citizens, OKU, and students, which is they provide 50% off. However, the biggest weakness is how the location of the MRT station is influenced by the political stance of the government and opposition instead of doing proper research and data collection. As for the conclusion, the triple bottom line is used to evaluate a firm on social, economic, and environmental criteria in relation to sustainability. And from this criteria, it shows that the MRT Corporation is conscious with the sustainability issue that many public listed organizations cannot or struggle to achieve. Thank you.
Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today.
rather than their competition, which is KTM.